Owensboro city engineers are studying ways to curtail flooding in one neighborhood. They're proposing solutions to fix the problem in the York neighborhood on Owensboro's west side. Eyewitness News' Mike Pickett has details.
It was a sunny, dry day here in the York neighborhood of West Owensboro, but if it rains hard enough, it can potentially flood intersections like South York and Ellis. And that's why engineers are starting to look at ways as to how to curtail the flooding that occasionally happens in this neighborhood. When heavy rain fell in a short amount of time last August across Owensboro, flash flooding came up in several parts of the city, including the York neighborhood.
When it's a heavy downpour, all at once, it's bad.
The last big rain that we had, it was almost to the house. The closest it's ever gotten as far as we know.
City engineer Kevin Colligan says a recent study recommends separating stormwater pipes from sewer lines, upgrading culverts, and adding a basin as ways to curtail or stop flooding for the nearly 240 homes in the studied area.
If we constructed the improvements, overall we would anticipate a reduction in the amount of flooding, or at least a reduction in the duration of flooding.
The upgrades would cost about $5 million. Colligan says the terrain around the neighborhood makes removing neighborhood flooding a challenge.
There's a ridge to the north, to the south, and there's just minimal elevation change between the surface elevation and the downstream ditch, so it makes it difficult to increase the size of pipes in certain areas.
Colligan also says city commissioners will decide whether to go forward with the recommendations, and if they do, how to pay for them. In Owensboro, Mike Pickett, Eyewitness News.